First of all, a little bit about our office. We're the Office of International Student and Scholar Services. We have 3 branches. We're quite a large unit, about 25 people. We have student advising, scholar advising, and a programming and training branch. We serve approximately 13,000 international students with 2,000 international faculty, staff, and scholars. These were our numbers as of fall 2019. And in fall 2019, we reclaimed our top spot as the first largest international student population among all public institutions here in the United States. We're very proud of that.
Where are we? Where are we? We are located at the Turner Student Services Building at the corner of 6th and John, really close to the new Target building that is going up. What are you responsible for when you get here? So if you haven't already completed our new student check-in, please make sure that you do that. This is a way for us to look through your immigration documents and verify that you have entered the U.S. on the correct status. This year we are doing check-in virtually, so you are able to check in with us remotely. If you need information on how to do that, if you haven't done that already, please just go ahead and go to our website about check-in and we will explain that to you. In the office in Turner, we have student advising. We have advising appointments, 30 minutes. You can schedule those ahead of time. We take our scheduled appointments 24 hours in advance. So if you need an appointment, we can book it as soon as 24 hours in advance. One-on-one scheduled appointments. In person, I'm recording this in July, so not sure if we're in person, probably not, but we can definitely do phone appointments. Response team, this is what we have. We have an advisor available for call-in, maybe walk-in, but again, not sure. You can always call in if you have emergency situations or quick 5-minute questions. We'll have someone available for you from 9 to noon in the morning and then 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. in the afternoon. We also do document processing in our office, so we do updates to your I-20s or DS-2019s. If you wanted to schedule an appointment, our phone number is listed for you. And I've also listed our website for you, really easy, isss.illinois.edu. If you have any questions, I always like to say that our website is a really good place to start. And if you have further questions, please call us or email us and let us know. So what I'm here to talk to you about today is maintaining your status. 4 ways to maintain your status here in the U.S., 4 key points, things that you need to know. You need to know, let us know where you are. You need to be aware of your documents when they expire, how long you have till they expire. My personal favorite is number 3, status is tied to registration, and number 4, permission to work. I will go into those in more detail later. So first of all, update your address. So part of our reporting responsibility to the government is to make sure that we have reported your address correctly. So that means your address within the U.S. Address probably here in Champaign. And we need to know your address within 10 days of any move. Anytime you move, anytime you change apartments, residence halls, you need to update us. We make it really easy for you. All you need to do is use the iStart system, and you can find that through our website, and all you'll need to do is fill out the e-form for address update. And then we will go ahead and update your address for our records, but we will also report that information to the CVIS system. So it's very easy. Only takes a minute. You don't have to come in person. It's all done online. And it's very easy for us to do. In some cases, we can take non-Illinois addresses, but we definitely will not accept a department address, such as a building that maybe you have a lot of classes in, or maybe you have your assistantship in this building, but we're not going to take that, or PO boxes. We're not living in a PO box, therefore we cannot accept that as an address. The second rule is keeping your immigration documents up to date. This is so Please do not let your documents expire if you need more time in your program. We have an F1. F1 students have I-20s. There's a program end date. Make sure you extend before that program end date if you need to. And then here's a DS 2019. That's for our J1 students. Again, extend before the program end date if you need more time. The thing in the middle is an entry visa. This can expire while you're in the U.S. This is just showing that you had a valid entry visa when you came through the port of entry, but it can expire once you're here. We like to think of it as your ticket in the U.S. So if your ticket, it has to be valid when you enter, but it can expire when you're here. The important thing is that you don't let your immigration expire. Third point is register for a full course load. As I mentioned, my favorite thing to say is status is tied to registration. So in order to maintain your status, you have to be registered for a full course of study. Full course of study is 12 credits in the fall, so it's fall right now. You'll need to be registered for 12 credits in the fall or spring semesters. Summer is not a required semester if it's not your first or last. But if that plans to be your last semester of study, you must register for 6 credit hours. In addition, please make sure that you contact your department for any additional number of hours that you need to be registered for in order for that to be acceptable for your department. So the minimum for us is going to be 12, but your department might require more, so please check with them. There's automatic exceptions given for thesis credit hours. If you have an assistantship of 25 to 50%, it's 8 credit hours is the mandatory amount. If you have ESL classes, you could reduce your course load by a bit. We also have something requested exceptions to this full course of study. Reduced course loads may be given for academic or medical reasons. Those reasons are also listed on our website. Don't work illegally. So as a student, F1 student, J1 student, you are here to obtain a degree, not here to work. So the degree thing is, you also do have options for work, but those are going to be limited and subject to your particular immigration status. So on-campus appointments or employment, meaning assistantships or working for departments paid through the University of Illinois are going to be limited to 20 hours per week while school is in session. It can be full-time during breaks, so we consider anything over 20 hours per week is full-time. So for us, 21 hours a week, 20 point something hours a week, that is full-time for us. You can be full-time over breaks, scheduled school breaks like winter break, spring break, you can work full-time. Exchange visitors, only our J1s are going to need an approval letter from ISSS prior to the beginning of your employment. And then there are options for off-campus employment. So this is available for J1s immediately. J1s are able to work off-campus immediately, but they must have authorization from our office. F1s have to be here for a full academic year in the U.S. maintaining status, unless it's required by your graduate program. A lot of students like to ask me, do I have the program that's not required? Probably not. There are only a couple programs on campus that require immediate participation for our F1s. Any off-campus employment that F1s or J1s do must be related to field of study. And if it's off-campus employment, all international students need approval from ISSS before you start work. You must have approval in hand before you start work. We cannot backdate approval. Finally, tips for success. So first thing is be aware of scams. It is the beginning of a new academic year, so the scammers will be out right now. I would say if anything sounds fishy, please don't follow along. No one from the U.S. government is going to ask you to give them iTunes. No one from the U.S. government is going to contact you by phone and tell you not to talk to anybody about the phone call. So if it sounds suspicious, please don't give these people any money. They are scamming you. So please be aware of scams right now. Now is a very, very, very sensitive time for scams. Also, please check and read and sometimes act upon what we've asked you to do for your campus email. We'd like to send you friendly reminders. So just make sure that you're reading our emails and following through if you have anything to do, any action items from the email that we send. Also, don't hesitate to contact us, your department, other campus offices. We always like to say, please contact ISSS if you're not sure of something. I mean, we might not be able to help you specifically with your problem at the time, but we will be able to tell you who you need to talk to. So please don't hesitate to contact us and let us know if you need help with anything. Also, please get involved with campus and community organizations. You're here for a short time, so relatively short, maybe some of you longer, but relatively short time. So please make sure that you're getting involved with campus and really taking advantage of all this campus has to offer. You know, there really is something for everyone here, so make sure you're taking advantage of that time. Also, of course, make sure you follow the full 4 rules for success during your time here at Illinois. Finally, thank you for attending this presentation. I'll be taking questions here in just a sec, but I wanted to give you some contact information. Phone number, there's our email address. I mentioned our web address earlier. We are also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to your questions. Thank you.